Good evening, everyone. Welcome to Horse Racing Fantasy League Race Day 3, live from Lewis Downs on a beautiful, clear day in Gainesville, Florida. Got 10 great races for you today. 2 maiden races, our first of the year, I believe, along with 3 claiming races. And the owners are ready. The jockeys are getting ready. Horses are getting ready. And the fans starting to file in here on race day 3. But before we get to race day 3, let's go to Chris for a recap of race day 2.
Thanks, Jimmy. Yeah, it's funny that it's a nice sunshiny day in Gainesville in the Horse Racing Fantasy League because it hasn't stopped raining for 2 days in real life. Um, but yeah, okay, race day 2 recap. The couple stables had their first wins. That was Casey with Razzmatazz and Kalen with Embellishment. And 20 horses were claimed on race day 2, including there was a record 8 submitted on Walt. What was Walt's horse for old time's sake was claimed by Andrew. 8 different claims on the same horse.
Wow, nice. Thanks, Chris, for that recap of race day 2. And as I said, a clear day here in Gainesville. Second of third days that we're going to have clear weather for races. And without further ado, let's see some of the storylines here for day 3. Back to Chris.
Yeah, thanks, Jimmy. So we got 2 grade A horses entered today that lost in their debuts. So they're seeking redemption. Beach Carrot finished second on day 2. He's in race number 10, and Apology Accepted, of course, finished third in the Saudi Cup. He's back, or she's back. I don't know. Apology Accepted is back in race number 12.
I should know that too.
Yeah. Do we have a budding rivalry? Beach Carrot's loss on day 2 was to Embellishment, a grade D horse. And how serendipitous is it that they drew post positions next to each other on day 3? They have to stand shoulder to shoulder. And I'm here with Kalen. Kalen, do you think that the horses feel the rivalry after one edged out the other on day 2, and now they have to stand shoulder to shoulder in the gates today?
Oh, I'm sure they feel it. It's probably like dogs where they like smell each other and recognize each other. And I'm sure they're like, this is familiar. I've been here before. And then my horse is like, but I got this.
Oh, nice. And so, inevitably, if Embellishment and Beach Carrot are developing a rivalry, I guess I should say necessarily are Kalen and Brett.
I think so. I can't think of 2 people who take fantasy sports more seriously than me.
All right, thank you, Kayla. Moving on with the day 3 storylines. Race number 12 is stacked. It has Apology Accepted, as we mentioned, which is a grade A horse, and there are 2 B grade horses that are making their debut. Pernicious, owned by Macy, and Intention, owned by Brett. And then finally, we've had 2 days so far. There are only 2 stables that have win each day. So can they keep the streak alive? Those 2 are Nate and Christian. They had wins on days 1 and 2. Yeah, can they win day 3 too? Jimmy.
All right. Thanks, Chris, for that. Getting us ready for day 3 here. Very exciting as we approach the first race. And
we got one more thing to cover, Jimmy. We'll send it to you as the dark horse detective. Who's your dark horse today?
All right. So should be right. There we go. 30 years ago, the greatest show in basketball, NBA Jam, debuted and introduced the world to Boom Shakalaka. Recently, on our first race day in the Horse Racing Fantasy League, Boom Shakalaka debuted with a 3rd place finish, or, of course, a show. Today, as a considerable underdog, my dark horse is Boom Shakalaka to at least show once again, but perhaps making a big show out of race number 10 with a win. Chris?
Yes, certainly a long shot, and the money would be in the bettor's favor if Boom Shakalaka could pull it off. Thank you, Jimmy. I guess that's it. We should send it to the track for race 1. What do you think?
Well, I'm ready. Looks like the fans are ready. Looks like everybody's ready. I think Kalen's ready as well. Looks like
Yes.
Macy and Nate are ready.
As well as those that couldn't join us live.
Yes.
I won't spend a bunch of
The
time
losers
on.
that can't. I'm sorry. No, that was sorry.
I won't spend a bunch of time previewing race number 1, but since it's a bunch of unowned horses, but we do have a return winner, and that's Rise to Vote Sir out of the 11th post position.
Great. Awesome.
All right.
All
to
right.
the turf track.
Race 1, $30,000. $2,000 to claim.
All right.
As we're about to get going here. And they're off. Arbitrary Lines with the early lead, followed by Kumquat Aficionado, Ya Big, Construction Law, Qual Es Tu Nombre, Gadsden Tide, Face the Facts, Buttons and Zips, and that Rise to Vote Sir, Shout Out of a Cannon, and Let's Not Say We Did. As we approach the halfway point, Arbitrary Lines still keeping the lead. Gadsden Tide taking the lead now. And we've got four horses here close to the lead. Coming up on the backstretch are down the stretch they come. Arbitrary Lines in first. Qual Es Tu Nombre falls back into third. Construction Law now in second. Rise to Vote Sir rising up to second. It's going to be very close to their second there. Arbitrary Lines with the win. Qual Es Tu Nombre in second, followed by Kumquat Aficionado, Construction Law, Moral Hazard, Buttons and Zips, and that in sixth. Again, Arbitrary Lines with the win, $30,000 purse. And over to you, Chris.
All right. Yeah, we did
have
claims. We did have claims. I'll go through them. I think there were 5. There were 4 claims in on Shot Out of a Cannon. Casey won the claim. Kumquat Aficionado was claimed by Kalen. She's excited about it.
Nice.
Arbitrary Lines, the winner was claimed by Nate. There were 3 claims in on Gadsden Tide. Brett won that claim. And there were 4 claims in on Qual Es Tu Nombre, and Jesse won that claim.
Oh. Was I the only one for Kumquat Aficionado?
Yes, Caitlin was the only one that submitted a claim for Kumquat Aficionado, and she got it.
Great.
All right, Jimmy, let's preview
Nice.
race number 2.
All right, race number 2, another $30,000 purse. This one an allowance race, 3 furlongs longer, and this one on the dirt. Just F, G, H, and I horses for today's race 2.
Yes, so there's 2 obvious long shots, and that's the 2 horses entered by Jimmy, yourself. There are 4 F-grade horses. I think the one to point out is Antithesis, as he has a win, and he's going for his second win. Where we still don't have a horse with 2 wins yet. Of course, there's one owned F-grade horse, and that's Sudden Burst. So of the owned horses, Sudden Burst is the favorite on paper. Let's see if we can go to the track.
All right, let's go to the track. As we said, just 6 horses in this race, so it's kind of like everybody's a winner. See who
everybody
bigger
gets
winner
some
is.
money. Yeah.
Yep.
All right.
All right, race 2, we're off. Sudden Burst, the Old Elm Tree, Gladiator's Best, Body Surfer, Nerd Alert, and Antithesis. Much easier to get through all of the horses in the race before we get to the halfway point. Old Elm Tree holding a slim lead, Nerd Alert and Gladiator's Best now into second. Body Surfer into third, Nerd Alert falling back, but the Old Elm Tree with a half-length lead over Body Surfer past the halfway point. Antithesis now into second. Old Elm Tree surging into more than a length lead, looking for the win right now. Gladiator's Best charging hard into second. Nerd Alert in third. The Old Elm Tree about to get the victory. Gladiator's Best charging strong, looking good for second. Antithesis looking good for a show. And it's the Old Elm Tree, followed by Gladiator's Best, Antithesis, Sudden Burst, Nerd Alert, and Body Surfer. Old Elm Tree with their first win.
All right, thanks, Jimmy. Yeah, no real surprises in that one. Perhaps a little bit of a disappointment for Nate finishing fourth, but it was pretty much chalk.
Yeah, my boys did not show up there.
Yeah. All right, let's go to race number 3.
All right, race 3. This will be our first maiden race of the day. 35K purse. Just
On
a 7
turf.
furlong race on turf. And only E and F grade horses. As we take a look, all owned. 3 of them by me.
Yeah. Yeah, this is a race heavily entered into by Jimmy. Jimmy and Brett are the 2 without wins yet, as Casey, Nate, and Christian have wins. We're also seeing the debut of In and Outlaw. Everyone else has 1 appearance already. Of course, the E-grade horses are the favorite, but this should be a pretty evenly matched race on paper anyway.
Nice. Yeah, easy for me to put my E's in as I have a ton of E horses.
All right. To
Let's
the
go
track.
to the track. 7 horses about to take off here. Race number 3, and they're off in the maiden race. First of 2. Renegade Chop out to an early lead over Liberty, In and Outlaw, Business Savvy, Usurper, Charmer, and Jumbo Cheesema. As we approach halfway point, Renegade Chop still with the lead. Liberty closing in second. Business Savvy with a strong 3rd place right now. Charmer coming up, trying to catch, but Liberty now in the lead, passing Renegade Chop. Renegade Chop back into first. Charmer with a strong finish here, as we've got 3 horses very close, coming up about 3/4 of the way. Renegade Chop's charging hard. Half-length lead over Liberty for second. Business Savvy charges up. Might even catch Renegade Chop. We're going to have a photo finish. Renegade Chop and Business Savvy. It's Renegade Chop at the finish. Business Savvy in second. Outlaw in third. Charmer in fourth. Then Liberty, Usurper, and Jumbo Cheesema. So,
Jimmy, congratulations on the first win.
Thank you very much.
How does it feel?
It feels great. Renegade Chop, continuing that seminal winning tradition, feels like. So
Yeah,
very
good.
nice.
Good deal.
A little bit of a that was a hell of a finish there.
Yeah,
Almost photo.
It was a close finish. If you could see Business Savvy, there was 3 Jimmy horses,
Mm-hmm.
and then Business Savvy surged,
Trying to sweep
and
it.
then really surged and made it real close at the end. But Renegade Chop maybe felt Business Savvy's breath and opened it
Ooh.
back up for the
Maybe
win.
Did he have coffee breath? Maybe he
Maybe.
felt coffee breath.
All right, race number 4, Jimmy,
Great race.
was canceled for not having enough entries, but we could go to race number 5.
Yes, race 5, our other maiden race today. A little longer, this one on the dirt, and all E horses. Looks like we've got 6 of them ready to rock.
So
no
on paper,
former
this is-
winners.
Right. So on paper, this is maybe even more evenly matched than the last one, because they're all E-grade horses. Ferocity Engine for Christian out of the number 1 post position, making her debut.
Nice. I got 2 of them in this one as well. My huge
Indeed.
stable of E horses.
Let's see if Jimmy can make it 2 in a row.
All right, race number 5, our second maiden race. 6 horses. Everybody's getting some money in this one, but let's see who gets the most. And they're off. Ferocity Engine coming out strong. Swamp Knocker right with him and takes the lead early on. Bill of Rights in third. No Thanks Diplomat in fourth. Followed by No Comment and Chips and Medallions. Swamp Knocker now with a half-length lead over Bill of Rights, who's charging hard. Bill of Rights takes the lead now as we approach the halfway point. Swamp Knocker not far behind, actually very close. 3 horses now. Very close. No Comment into first. Trying to build a lead over Swamp Knocker and Bill of Rights. No Thanks Diplomat falling behind. Ferocity Engine charging strong into third. No Comment now. Still a half-length lead as we approach the finish line. Ferocity Engine, Swamp Knocker, No Thanks Diplomat, Bill of Rights, all close for second. No Comment with a big win. And no thanks, Diplomat. It might be Bill of Rights or Swamp Knocker. Photo finish here as we see it. Swamp Knocker in second, Ferocity Engine in third, no thanks, Diplomat in fourth, Bill of Rights fifth, Chips and Medallion in sixth. So 2 Jimmy horses here, first and second.
Jimmy back to back, and then a first and second place finish. You're on a roll.
All right,
All
let's go.
right, good deal. Race 6 was canceled for not having enough entries too, so we'll move right along to race number 7. Jimmy, what are we looking at here?
All right, race number 7, jumping up to a 65K purse. Our second claiming race of the day, and gonna need 42,500 to claim one of these 6 horses. 2 of them already owned, and Prospectus, the only former winner here in the small field.
Yeah, so I think all eyes are on the 2 owned F grade horses. They should be favored over Prospectus, but Prospectus has a win. He's been there before. Knows how to do it.
Nice.
But all right, let's pull
All
up
right,
race.
let's head out to the track. Just about halfway through here, race day 3. Beautiful Gainesville, Florida. And they're off. Let's Play 2, followed by Deliberate Speed, Moving Picture Show, Prospectus, Play Make Believe. Rounding out our top 6, Let's Play 2. Back in the lead now. Deliberate Speed, not far behind as we approach the halfway point. Prospectus in third. Now Moving Picture Show, charging strong to third. And we've got a 4-horse race. It's anybody's race right now. Moving Picture Show in first, but Prospectus, Let's Play 2, and Deliberate Speed right behind. Moving Picture Show with a half-length lead as we approach the finish line. Second place is anybody's right now. Comrade is surged into second as Moving Picture Show gets the win. Comrade finishes second after that strong finish. And Let's Play 2 in third, followed by Prospectus, Deliberate Speed, and a slow finish by Play Make Believe. Congrats to the Moving Picture Show.
Yes, another win for Johnny. I think he had a couple on day 1. He took day 2 off, and he's back with the win here. Walt's still searching for his first win, but he's got a ton of top 3 finishes, and here's another one.
Nice.
This was a claiming race, Jimmy.
Right.
However,
Chris?
There were no claims.
No claims.
They'll all return to their previous stables.
Right.
All right, race number 8.
Is that our first claiming race without a claim, or have we had?
No, I think we've had those
couple.
before, some of these higher priced ones.
That's right. Okay. All right, race number 8, our final claiming race of the day. 75K purse, 60K to claim one of these beautiful horses. Runt, former winner, I believe on our first day. Big favorite.
Yeah, Jimmy, I think Run is a big favorite, and with the win and by grade, the clear favorite. But again, it's a bunch of unowned horses, and then one from Johnny and one from Walt. Walt, the E-grade horse, is the most likely to upset. Walt's Dungeon Master is an E-grade horse that's most likely to upset Runt. But they'll have to decide it on the track.
All right, let's get out there and see how we do. Just 6 horses again in this one. Race number 8, our last claiming race of the day. And we're off. Bite Size with the early lead over Runt, the favorite. Campfire Songs in third, followed by Dungeon Master, Vibing, and Robotron 3000. Runt taking the lead over half a length. Dungeon Master now into second, charging hard, followed by Vibing and Campfire Songs. Bite Size now into fourth. Runt still with the lead at the halfway point. Dungeon Master not far behind. Bite Size now charging strong and into the lead. It's a 3-horse race right now. Dungeon Master, Runt, and Bite Size. Campfire Songs and Robotron Ride 3000 also close. It's maybe a 5-horse race. Dungeon Master in first, but it doesn't matter. Runt charging hard. He's now taking the lead. Robotron Ride 3000 in second, and it's Runt with the win. followed by a very close finish. Robotron Ride 3000 gets the place. Campfire Songs, the show. Dungeon Master in fourth, followed by Bite Size and Vibing Runt, his second victory.
Yeah, so we had Jimmy win back to back, and now we have Johnny winning back to back, and Runt, the first horse with 2 wins. And I'll tell you, horses are becoming my favorite for different reasons. My favorite for different reasons, just because of how things are working out. How about this for Runt? Runt, a D grade horse, who would have expected, was the first horse drafted. Johnny had the first pick and nominated Runt, and then bought him in the
Whoa.
auction draft. Then he got a win on day 1, and he's our first horse with 2 wins. And how about
Congratulations.
but I don't have to be done, because he now holds the record for most expensive horse claimed in a race, because Brett claimed him from Johnny for 60 grand.
Oh.
Uh,
Wow.
Yeah. Runt's got a lot of unique attributes, and he's headed to Brett's stable.
Feels like Brett's moving on from Beach Carrot and he's putting his money out there.
Ooh.
Perhaps.
Or is he building a super stable over there?
Might be building a super stable. But so Jimmy, so I'll tell you, Johnny got 60,000 in the claimings process. Can you look up how much Johnny got for the win for race number 8?
Yes, I had that easily here.
Yeah, let's see. It was the $75,000 purse.
45,000 for the win.
So 105,000 over about a minute's time for Johnny.
Not too shabby. Plus getting the money from the first win by Runt.
Yeah,
At first.
and the win from Moving Picture Show, the race before this one. All right, so we'll
Not
go
too
to
bad.
race number 9.
All right, race 9.
Yes,
Longest race of the day. Tied for longest race of the day. 10.5 furlongs on the dirt. And quality horses here. Just C's and D's in this allowance race. Race number 9.
Yeah, Jimmy. So the C grade horses should be the favorites, but the D grade horses are all a little better rested, because all of the D grade horses are making their debuts. You'll notice Johnny and Jimmy have C grade horses. Can one of them make it 3 wins on the day? And we talked about in the pregame that Christian has a win every day. Can Good Authority keep that streak alive?
Nice. All right, let's head out to the track. Race number 9. Six more horses. And they're off. Wind Up Delivery in the early lead, followed by Ambush, Good Authority, Peter Berg, Chasmo 69, and Immortal Glow. Wind Up Delivery keeping that lead. Good Authority in second. As we approach the halfway point, Chasmo 69 into third. Good Authority and Wind Up Delivery exchanging the lead. Chasmo 69 now into second. Immortal Glow in fourth. Peterberg all the way down in last. Wind Up Delivery keeping the lead since the beginning. Chasmo 69 with a strong second. Immortal Glow charging hard in the end. They've taken over second and getting close to Wind Up Delivery. We might have a photo finish. Charging toward the end. Peterberg charging even faster, and he wins it. Unbelievable. Peterberg with the win. Good Authority with the place. Immortal Glow with the show. Did anybody even see Peterberg coming? My God.
Jimmy, a third win. You're having quite the day. And yeah, as the excitement in your voice tended to illustrate on its own, the
Peterberg.
Yeah, Peterberg was in a distant last, even to here, and then Serge saved all of his speed for the end.
Unbelievable.
And the when we got to here, there were about 5 horses with a real shot, but Peterberg just kept surging.
Craziness, right to the end.
Yeah, so that's a third win for Jimmy on the day.
Wow.
Christian's Good Authority ended up finishing second, which was also a come from behind finish.
Nice.
All right. How many? I think we have
All
three
right,
races
three more
left.
races. Yes. All right, race 10 is going to be our last race with both male and female horses today. Just 8 furlongs on the dirt.
Yeah, is this our most full race with
I
12
believe so.
horses?
12. Yes. Got the
So
my dark horse, of course, in this one. Boom Shakalaka in the 11th spot.
yeah, and there's a lot of horses worth talking about here, but I want to re-highlight the rivalry between Beach Carrot and Embellishment. That they have to stand shoulder to shoulder in a 12-horse races. It's just funny the way things work out sometimes. All right, a shot at
Always.
redemption for Beach Carrot.
All right. Let's go out to the track. Race number 10 here on day 3.
I want to mention it's a bigger prize here too, $90,000 purse.
All right. Yes, 90K. And they're off. 50,000, 54,000 going to the winner as Squibbler takes the early lead over Pocket Aces now in the lead over Embellishment. Beach Carrot charging the favorite. Pocket Aces with a big lead halfway through, but that almost evaporates in a second. Beach Carrot right on its tail. La Rambla in third. Boom Shakalaka now in fourth. Embellishment up into third. Beach Carrot charging hard here, about 3/4 of the way. Pocket Aces and Embellishment, though, in second and third. Pocket Aces retakes the lead. Beach Carrot retakes the lead. And Beach Carrot charging hard finishes first. Element OP with a late charge into second. Pocket Aces in third. Embellishment fourth. Followed by La Ramba, Squibbler, Boom Shakalaka, the dark horse in seventh.
All right, thanks, Jimmy. Beach Carrot, it took longer than Brett wanted, but Beach Carrot gets the win. Another top 3 finish for Walt, and decent performances by 2 Kalen horses that you can't be too disappointed with.
Yeah, for sure. A little bit of a wild finish there too, though.
Yes, yeah,
lots of movement.
Especially Brett and the Kalen horses going back and forth. Yeah.
Yeah, late charge by Everyone should be able to say that, including the announcer, right?
Yes, LMNOP.
There we go.
All
Nice,
right.
all right. 2 races left. Big 95K purses. We're going to go with the males first and the females last. So we don't believe in ladies first here. Is that right, Chris?
We're saving best for last.
There you go.
Is what we're doing. Race number 11. Phantom Ring has the most career prize money because I think he was in the Saudi Cup and finished in the top 6 there, and that's why that number is so big. But yeah, pretty even field on paper. The other C grade horse other than Phantom Ring is Jesse Supply and Demand. There's also a couple horses making their debuts, and three Kalen horses in this race.
Oh wow, 3. Yeah, a lot of 3-year-olds too. Only 2 7-year-olds and a 5-year-old.
Yeah, we should also mention that Brett's win. That was Brett's first win. So congrats to Brett.
Oh, we'd forget that. Sorry about that. Congrats, Brett. First win, Beach Carrot.
And it was the first win today for someone other than Jimmy or Johnny or an unknown horse. So,
nice.
Yeah, we got two more to go. Let's go to race 11.
All right, 9 furlongs here on the dirt. And we're off. Supply and Demand, the early lead. Seat Back and Trade Table in second, followed by Jazz, Phantom Ring, Jeffersonian getting out of hand, Spothead, Bryce's Fester, and Red Scamper. Jazz now in the lead, over half a length, building up to full length over Phantom Ring. Jefferson in third, Seat Back and Trade Table now in third. Jazz with that full length lead at the halfway point. Phantom Ring still in second. Supply and Demand charging up the leaderboard now into third. Phantom Ring, Supply and Demand, Spothead all catching Jazz now. Spothead charging into first. Half-length lead over Supply and Demand. Red Scamper into third now. Jazz falling back. Supply and demand charging towards Spothead as we go toward the finish. Phantom Ring now into first. Spothead falling behind, and it's going to be Phantom Ring with the win. Spothead in second, and Seatback and Tray Table with the show. Jeffersonian in fourth, followed by Bryce's Fester getting out of hand. Supply and demand. Red Scamper Jazz and the Nuclear Option. Congrats again, Phantom Ring. Is that Johnny again?
Yeah, it's a third win for Johnny today, which is the same as the 3 wins for Jimmy, and they're hogging all the success. Yeah, well, speaking of needing the drug test, the horses, Kalen's horses got second, third, and fourth.
Oh.
So yeah, congrats to Johnny and Phantom Ring. We got one race to go. It's race number 12.
Number 12, another 95K purse.
By the way,
This one- this-
Johnny has 15 total entries and an asinine 6 wins.
Woo!
Things have gone well so far for Johnny.
It's pretty good. Was that 40% win rate?
Plus he has, yeah,
My goodness.
some success on top of that. So speaking of Johnny winners, race number 12 has Executrix, who has won for Johnny before. So far, Runt's the only one with 2 wins. Executrix has a chance to be the second one. But as I mentioned in the pregame, this is a chance for redemption from Apology Accepted, who got third in the Saudi Cup. And then there's 2 B grade horses making their debuts, Pernicious and Intention. So this race is stacked. And then, of course, Jimmy and Johnny have a chance to make it 4 wins today on our here on our last race.
All right, let's do it. 10 furlongs in the dirt. Last race this beautiful day here in Gainesville, Lewis Downs. 7 horses. They're ready to roll. And we're off. Executrix. That's a tough one, followed by not many, because now they're in 6th. Intention with the early lead. Oh, Showtime. We're switching up a lot. Apology Accepted now into the lead as the favorite. Intention not far behind. Pernicious now into the lead as we go past the halfway point. It's Pernicious followed by Intention, Apology Accepted, and Oh, Showtime now. It's Intention in first, half-length lead over Pernicious. Apology Accepted, charging strong. It's Intention and Apology Accepted, followed by Pernicious. A 3-horse race as we go towards the finish. It's Pernicious in first. Now it's Apology Accepted taking over the lead and getting the win. Apology Accepted. Pernicious with the place. Intention with the show, followed by Oh, Showtime. She Rode Sassy, Susanna, and Executrix.
Executrix. Yes.
Wow.
4 wins by Jimmy now, and Apology Accepted is our 3rd grade A horse. All the grade A horses have wins now in the 3 and up ranks.
Hopefully
Jimmy,
you accept my apology on the pronunciation of Executrix.
Apology Accepted. How about that? Jimmy,
Thank
4
you.
wins. Yeah, comment on that for us.
I'm so happy. I was hoping for at least some win, place, or show in any of the races. I put so many horses in, the races I entered, I had a couple horses in like each one. So, yeah, plan worked out very well, better than even I hoped.
Fantastic. Let's see if I can update the standings in real time.
All right. And yeah, especially after I pretty much took day 2 off for racing.
You did.
Yeah, to come back with the 4 wins. That's
all right. I'll head to the standings. That's how we look now. Andrew in first, with only $2,050 above Johnny, who has again 6 wins. Macy
Wow.
still in third. Jimmy up to 4th, followed by Jesse and Walt with all those top 3 finishes, rounding out those in the money.
all right. Looking good, Chris. Another successful race day.
Let me give you a quick comment on race day 4, which is coming up. The story on race day 4 is it's the one before race day 5 in Churchill Downs with the Kentucky Derby and the start of the Triple Crown slate. There's also quite a few tired horses in our stables. So day 4 will be sort of a slower week. I've already planned that there's going to be 6 races. We'll see if we can fill them up. But it'll be a slower day. But still, there are some well-rested horses, and there will be money available to win on a day that there might be less competition. But after day 4 in Lewis Downs, we start to open up some get back into some big stakes races.
Big stakes.
Yeah, so I'll try to announce the race, the day 4 races tonight, but no later than tomorrow morning.
Awesome, Chris. Looking forward to it.
All
And,
right. Congrats on the big days to Jimmy and Johnny, and the first win for Brett. We only have 3 owners that don't have wins still, and they'll look to do it on days 4 and 5 as we keep going.
all right. Awesome. Thanks a lot, Chris, for everything. And this has been Jimmy and Chris, day 3, live from Lewis Downs Horse Racing Fantasy League. And we'll see you next time.
Signing
Thank
off.
you guys. This was awesome.
All right.
Awesome. Thanks. Thanks, bud.